game, I still think this is a 2-0 loss for Toners. They are playing into a better version of them. But I would love to see the boys there. I would love to see the boys there do something. Shout outs to Addy over in Korea, the real Vi top pioneer.
Also don't have. But the early game, that's most likely going to be the important point of this game. I think if there's a team that has... Oh, there you go, veteran.
Okay, let's toss it over to our dear casters for this first
I told you.
match.
Why bother? I've simulated the game.
All right. Here we are. Thank you so much for tossing it over to us, as we can already see the first blood happening here on bot lane, and this is a horrendous start. But quick introduction, I'm Mila. I'm joined today by my
Of NBS with like pulling off like the carry pants. He has like the highest damage share of like all 80 carries in this tournament. But I think like especially in this like very like lane countered matchups, it might be really hard for him to shine, and we also see a kill happening.
Yeah, we can see it. BAUS a little bit under pressure here, has to flash over the wall, but manages to get out in the end. I mean, I think it's important for him to actually stay alive as long as possible, even though we know BAUS, he has his, his moments when he's like 0-10 and he actually does, like...
And it's like also so hard as why. I mean, you want to get close with Q, then you get kicked out, get like thrown the whole combo of Jays in your face. So you're like kind of sitting all the time under your turret. But I mean, that's like also something I think that BAUS is very comfortable with, like sitting under his turret with the Cyan, then proxy him some wave. So yeah. I'm really gonna be very excited how this pick plays out in the later game. Now we're gonna see that Toners is taking their first dragon, which is no real big surprise because they've been taking bot lane prio, they have been taking mid lane prio, so no big deal for that.
Yeah, so far so good, I would say. I mean, let's be real for a second. I think everyone considers be on paper the stronger team here, right? They have been changing the NLC inside out, putting so much impact here, but we can already see that NBS, they are looking for answers, but maybe here you stepped a bit too far forward as Addy goes down, and Crowny and REKKLES have to run for the hills as well. So it's safe to say NBS for the ult, but I think in laning phase especially, this is exactly what you want to use it for. So no biggie there for him, but now maybe with the help of REKKLES, can you go for a play against Bobista here? BAUS now obviously missing his ultimate, has to be a little careful, but Velia moving in, Daisy popping up, and there is the feat of warfare for the side of Los Ratones, and they came to play.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it looked like so good in the beginning for our Jays on top, but then all the help was kicking in, the meta advantage was shining. And now we're trying here to get like the counter on the other side. And
I mean, this should work easily. Yeah. NBS getting their first kill. And it's important to feed this 80 carry. They have been singing praises about Raining on the analyst desk, right? So we want to see Raining pop off here as well. And to feed some kills into this, Avelia pulling out his Daisy right away.
I don't also feel like NBS can't really contest it. I mean, they don't really have the carries there at the moment, and also the carries don't have the items, so they will just get farmed now.
Yeah, and we can see already how that is going to go as they pick up their next kill. The good news for NBS in this scenario, though, they managed to pick up 1 Void Grub. So they have 4, and they're only giving over 2. I think this is the best case scenario you could have hoped for. Still sad that Addy goes down there, but not a lot you could have done in that situation. Just got stuck, and now Bobista looking to find something, but BAUS with the ultimate back up. He goes for the cease and desist. Bobista has to flash, but makes it to safety underneath the turret. And there is the 2 Void Grubs over 2 lost
again, but we're like really like on the same page on how to exit the whole thing. And now they're gonna try their luck with the next objective, and I think this time Los Ratones is not gonna contest it. They just took their backport, so there's like no need to contest it. And I also think that Dragons might get like a little bit of a value up, because we have seen some really interesting Atakan changes with most of the town.
There for a second.
That looked really dangerous for both sides, actually. I mean, we see the Vi, we have the Serrated deck, we have a Collector now. This Vi wants to fight, this Vi wants to kill you straight up, and they also want to go like deep into the jungle now, but there's like no Pop Blossom, nothing really there for NBS to maybe defend.
Yeah, we're looking at a bunch of ultimates being thrown. Nemesis finds a very nice one, but now they can look to maybe get something back as Velia makes it out alive, but now Bobus Bobista in the area as well. He does have some decent poke.
Point should have maybe popped up a bit more. It wanted to have like a gold lead going into the game, and oh god, this Jace.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be fed to Daisy here in this scenario. Very nice Glacier Fisher from REKKLES there as well to deny him the way out. And now they are looking for a fight underneath the turret, and they're going for the gank. Very nice return kill here on bot lane. It's the shutdown. Sadly, going into the back of Peto here, into the back of the support. But then again, is a fat Nico a worst case scenario? I think it's okay. And Nemesis.
On the goal, there's not really like a big goal difference that we can really fathom right now, but also like the Herald put down on bot lane got like much amount of damage onto their tower. We have like a whole side lane tower that just gets like transferred into Nemesis gold pouch. So he should go back, buy his next item, feel really good for the next fights that are definitely coming regarding the next dragon that should spawn soonly. But I mean,
to have a little tasty buff here for himself. Crowny getting sniped just a little bit by Raining here. And I mean, Raining is this player we're looking at, and just in that moment, he pulls out the ultimate, but obviously Crowny with both the flash and his arcane shift is so mobile, it's so hard to lock him down.
Yeah, but now that you mentioned the flash is out, it will make him like an easier target for the next 5 minutes going forward. And it also shows us like the potential. The Kaiser is like knocking at the door being like, hey, I think I can to the fighting, try to test out there. Like, I mean, we also have like a Yoni who could try to go like for a flank, maybe into the back line.
And now it's a 5v5 situation. Very nice Nature's Grasp trying to delay the team fight here, but the Drake is still up. No one actually can find a way. Addy is being bullied away. Very nice play here from the side of Lost RATONES, just bullying out the enemy jungler. There is no way Addy can come into the reach of a snipe here. They find a route onto BAUS, but he stays alive. Very nice ultimate from Ezreal coming out here as well. We do get a turret for NBS on the mid lane, but at what cost? Because the Glacial Fisher locks up Addy, and in the end, it's the kill for BAUS once again. And he has been doing a phenomenal job. I know people have been memeing him the whole time about, oh my god, the BAUS in a pro player team, what the heck is going on? But he is doing a great job at this. They seem to have their eyes on the Atakan here just a little bit. REKKLES obviously trying to clear some vision as we get another Nature's Grasp coming out here on the mid lane. BAUS manages to make it out just in time, but now he's getting picked up by 4 members, and there is the kill onto BAUS, but at what cost? Because Stanik now has to run away, tries to shield himself one more time, but Nemesis is just a bit stronger here. And NBS, they are looking to maybe punish Lost RATONES for the way they have killed off their mid laner, but now with Crowny in the area as well, immediately
zone of Lost RATONES.
Yeah, and you can see that they have been poking Valia quite a bit. He had healed himself up. I mean, that's the thing. It's still an Ivern, and he can still shield himself, heal himself. Like, it's going to take a bit more for them to actually bully him away here. Now with Daisy on the map, they have that 6th member. We're looking at the team fight. Stanik and Raining a bit off to the side, looking for a way in. Crowny pulling the ultimate, but now Addy is the first on the Drake, and it seems like they are actually giving up this Drake. Lost RATONES decided, you know what, we don't need to go for the soul here. They are gifting the Drake towards NBS, and I mean, it's not, they take this gladly, and now they have to see what else they can do on the map, how much more pressure they can take out of this, because BAUS is on split push duty again. Bobista trying to poke him here a little bit. We do have Addy in the area, trying to throw out another kitten here, and it looks as if we're finally getting the kill here for the top laner of NBS. Something I don't think anyone necessarily expected, and we can see Stanik just solo bowling the Atakan here, because why wouldn't you? I hope this goes through for him. It looks very good, looks very promising. There we go. Atakan down for the side of NBS, and they are looking very, very scary for Lost RATONES now, because
and they're getting all of the roses.
They are getting the...
I mean, Lost RATONES, if they have like, oh my god. First of all, BAUS is getting annihilated.
Yeah, BAUS is rooted. He's trying to... I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but it didn't work. He actually went down, but very nice reaction right away here from Lost RATONES. They know there are several members, especially the jungler on the side of NBS, on his way on bot lane. So they are looking to turn towards this Baron right away. Daisy is out as well, Raining in the bushes, looking for a way in, but it's the Baron Asher going over to Lost RATONES. And this is exactly the reaction that we would expect from them.
Really straight up went for that Baron gun and took it, and now they have like a really good composition. They have like the Jace living, so he can push on side lane. Oh, Never mind,
not
James. It's
supposed
not
to
trying
swear.
to push the fight lane.
I'm not supposed to swear, but if I was Bobista in this scenario, I would be swearing. That looked bad. Like, ouch. Deleted.
He just got absolutely deleted, yes.
Holy, that was a bit painful. Anyways, we're looking at Static being just as painful as BAUS.
Oh my god.
Static just flashed after him. And it's the redemption right there. What is going on? Is this the first upset already of EMEA Masters?
And it would be like such a great start going into this tournament. I mean, Los Ratones has been like such a big fan favorite, and I think like everybody has been rooting for them. But I was also like very interested in seeing how they would prevail against the other regions. And I mean, in the beginning, it looked like usually on the side lanes with this picks that they drafted individually to be good against. Oh my god.
That was a little bit too far forward. Season desist from BAUS
phenomenal.
coming out right away. But BAUS might get rooted and picked up here right away as Raining coming in to just deal some damage. Very nice try from Crown here with the ultimate as Raining is very low. Pulls out another Void Seeker in order to kind of force the enemy to disengage. But it's looking good for NBS nonetheless.
Never mind, we're just fighting. We're just fighting everywhere for side lane towers and just for the sake of fighting.
And Nemesis has to do some work here as well. Finds a nice Empress Divide, immediate shutdown, and now with stun. Adi needs to be a bit careful here, gets rooted, and there is BAUS with the damage. Of course, another Nature's Grab strike. Very nice way of going golden here. Now BAUS has to be a bit careful, finds the kill in the end, but at what cost? As Static is trying to do so much work, but BAUS stays alive. And that could be a little bit of an answer to the question we just had.
Yeah, that might use a lot of the NBS. They still aren't at the objective first, so I mean they have like the flank angle happening, but it's really hard to reconquer the area.
Now with the Nature's Grasp coming out, we're looking at a possible play. REKKLES using the Glacial Fissure, but really doesn't hit anyone necessarily. But Adi, he has to find a way in here now if he wants to contest this. It's the Smite fight, and the Drake goes over to NBS. It's the Stolen Soul, and that is good news. But there is still the Baron buff, and the base is not yet quite open, but they can look to push this further forward as they are forcing NBS to go for the reset and maybe even play this a little bit more defensively here.
Backport. Oh no, BAUS is not delaying backport. BAUS is delaying Bobista.
Yeah, BAUS has delayed a lot of things right now because they're at a numbers advantage now, and Los Ratones with this Baron buff, they can look to not finish, but definitely put more pressure onto the base here.
It's also 3 against 4 because Stanik has made his mission to stop BAUS from pushing. And I'm not sure who's winning.
It looks like Static has the win in that scenario. So BAUS down on the side, but that's not really bad news here for Los Ratones at all, as they can look to pick up their first.
And getting like some kill, try to get some time.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Oh my god. What happened to the
Nico?
I have to report a murder. Oh my god.
Where did he go? I did not. I mean, I wish I could have cast something about that, but there was no casting. That
They
was
will just push out NBS, maybe finding the fight here.
Static going forward. BAUS has to go down here. Very nice ultimate from Raining, but that's a bunch of ultimates used already. Crowny manages to make it out alive with both Flash and Arcane Shift used in this scenario, and now the Elder Drake is up. And it's a numbers advantage here for NBS. This has to be the fight for them to turn it all back around.
Everything.
They have been showing off their talents here as well. They have looked very competitive in the mid game, but this late game has been falling out of their hands. Now this is their last chance to stand up against Los Ratones in this game number 1 of EMEA Masters. Daisy in the mix here as an additional member for the side of Los Ratones as we get the pop blossom coming out. Nemesis is dominating, has to go golden, but it's the Elder Drake for NBS. Is it enough to clean up the fight? It's the double kill for Nemesis as Velia steps forward as well. Crowny doing so much damage, and not even the Elder seems to be enough for NBS to actually find the fight as we get another important shutdown. Static going forward as well. And there we go. I was wrong. Elder is strong, but we do have minions in the base. Like it's weird. It's crazy.
Yeah, and also, as you already pointed out, there are like so many items now that can prolong your life. We have like still the Guardian Angel coming up for Stanek. We have, unfortunately at the moment, no Zhonya for Raining available. So if he gets cashed out, he will die.
And we do get the ultimates coming out. We have the Nature's Grasp, but Stanek's ult is out as well. Didn't really do the work that was supposed to do, and now we get another Pop Blossom. Nemesis immediately going gold. And Glacier Fisher from REKKLES coming out here. This one's good. RATONES! They waited for the right time, and this is their time to pick the fight. They can heal themselves up, and they find the shutdowns that they need. And they are not necessarily looking to turn for any Baron here. They just want to end this game.
Yeah, and they were like so patiently waiting in the team fight, making sure that they would be able to punish Raining. And as soon as BAUS saw like the opportunity, he went on there and he answered our question. If he ults Raining, no, Raining won't survive. As also the Nexus won't survive for NBS either. Cementing Lost RATONES is our first.
A little bit almost as a cry for help. I think it's really hard to pick support even on 5 here to kind of fix the draft. The Renata is good into Pantheon and Tristana.
This really unholy bot lane situation with Renata and the Ashe. And now can face Cassandra, who's totally fine. I mean, he's Cassandra. He will do okay.
Yeah, he should be okay here. Nemesis also very much okay. Good reaction from Velia and REKKLES immediately going in, as Adi has to be a bit careful. Wants to get his chicken nuggets in, but the McDonald's drive-in is big and it's long, and Adi has to, yeah, at least give up a little bit of his chicken nugget there, as NBS are looking to find a punish onto BAUS here on the bot lane, and Raining, he is getting the kill, tanking turret aggro left, front and center. The barrier is just not enough, but in the end, it's not a kill. It's the turret bringing him down, so that's good news for NBS here after all.
Yeah, because of the lane swap, obviously. But I think the next team fight, or like the next dragon, could kind of determine which kind of pace we will have in the game. Because we had the analysis talking about that we want to see NBS contesting like every early game object.
I mean,
every early game object could also be BAUS.
I just wanted to say, BAUS is like, we're not good for like, we're not objectifying people, okay? Let's just point that out. That's not what we're doing, but it's a kill. A kill is very nice, and I think NBS, they're quite happy with that. They're looking to, you know, get to their feat of warfare point, as Velia is now looking to find Adi in the jungle here. REKKLES over the wall, coming in as well with the jump. Very nice engage there with the Magnet Storm ultimate. In the end, it's enough for the kill. But now Bobista and Stanek, they're looking to find more. Velia on the side, dropping very, very low. Has to be careful now as Bobista coming in as well. But it's the feat of warfare secured for NBS. And
waiting for his 25% on crit extra on top, but him getting this item early is definitely really comfortable for him for like the later stages of the game. Oh, that was a really nice
arrow. Came from downtown right onto the target as Nemesis tries to flash away, but Stanek just flashes after him. Another kill in the back for Stanek here, and it shows like this player has impact for the team of NBS. This one is one to watch.
Yeah, definitely. And now we have the situation that we have 1 in 4 for NBS in the kills, already building like a gold lead for themselves.
But it might change now with REKKLES and Velia both being in the area. I'm not sure if Stanek will have a lot of a great time here, because there's an ultimate being channeled there as we are looking towards this top side, and BAUS gets pulled in turret range. He's taking so much damage. Adi immediately moving up, realizing there's nothing for him to gain in mid lane, but this...
But I also loved how like Bobista was like really
Oh wow, yeah, no, there's a kill. That's happening every now and then as they are going for the chase here. Velia has to be a bit careful. Obviously, can shield himself here just a little bit. Steps forward with the flash, gets the kill onto Adi, and now REKKLES is here to save the day. Ignite sitting onto Stanek, and there we go. Another shutdown for Velia. And what a great reaction from REKKLES here, really just going in, being where he needs to be.
After the 120 stacks, should really have like, extra AP, should also have like the execute happening, but that doesn't count for Renata because she can just give somebody the bailout, trying to prolong their life, and maybe can give them the edge. But I also think that in this draft, actually,
he's just, I'm sorry for picking up here on you, but that looked really good for a long time. He got ulted, he had dashes, he had a shield. In the end, he was underneath the turret and no one cared. There was the kill, but nice reaction again from NBS, just picking up this mid lane tier 1 turret, very important turret to open up the map just a little bit further. It hurt.
Is the meme international?
I'm not sure if it is, but if it's not, Google it, as we're looking at the next fight here. Raining a little bit deep here, but they're looking to find a catch on to BAUS. Berserk coming out as well, but Raining is immediately extremely low as Stanik gets the kill, and now MBS with a numbers advantage can move towards this Drake, potentially trying to pick it up. As Lost Ratones, they're kind of hovering around the area. Nemesis trying to find another skill of the week, but in the end, it should be the Drake here for NBS, who
they only lose like a little slight breeze of wind and then they fall inside.
They're a bit more of like the leaning tower here because they're about to get blown away as the crystal arrow goes just a tap it wide, but they're looking to maybe play this underneath the turret. But we have a TP coming into the river, and the immediate reaction from NBS going for the disengage as they're having a TP coming in of their own as BAUS is getting super low. Peto just very far forward. Can he stay alive here? Can they do some work? They pick up the kill onto Rekklles. It's a 1-for-1 trade in this situation as the plant is trying to save the lives here on the side of Lost Ratones. But again, I feel like this game, similar to the first game, there's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of picks here and there, and I like it. I feel like both these teams don't want to gift each other anything. They want to fight for everything on the map as they're looking to maybe go for round 2 underneath the turret here as Nemesis and Bobista are just meeting each other here in between turrets. All out coming out as well. Velia in the area here is a little late to the party, picking up the kill here for NBS, and they get the turret on top of it, and they're looking so much stronger than I expected for itself. They showed stamina, they showed how to, you know, take it in the long run, but it definitely didn't look as easy as expected as they're now trying to catch in mid lane. Adi just caught up in the middle of everyone. TP's coming in as well and manages to kind of stay out and stay alive for the moment, but now they're picking up Raining over the wall and there's not much you can do. The shutdown going over to Crowny, important kill for him as well. He needs to find his footing in this fight situation, and he does. Herald being spawned somewhere in between as well. Didn't really go far, so that was interesting, but I mean, it shows Lost Ratones, we're far away from counting them out. Gold is dead even
with the Syndra, with the Tristana, so they should be able to annihilate the Ashe every time.
They're looking to maybe find a catch onto Rekkles here. Doesn't have the flash, not really a way out for him. That kicks up the second kill. The arrow coming out as well. Nemesis dropping extremely low, and it's 2 kills for NBS. And they are looking to put themselves in the best position here for the Drake coming up as Raining is being engaged again. Goes down in the end. A lot of time being bought here by the side of Lost Ratones as BAUS picks up a kill on the side as well. It's a big shutdown for him. But in the end, NBS still standing a little taller here in that fight. They're looking for the catch. They're trying to catch BAUS, and it should work. And then it's another kill for Bobista, who now already has several more kills than last game, and I think he enjoys that quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a really great time with the Orianna. I mean, we talked about the kinda the cap comp with like him using the Shinzao as a taxi for his shockwave, and it worked beautifully in this fight. After the arrow connected, it was like so easy for them to operate the Syndra out of it. It's also so easy for them with like the Shinzao and Cassandra to gain access, but actually we have Crowny trying to take the dragon, but now has to run away from the Cassandra, but the Shinzao is far away from this dragon.
Yeah, he's trying to find a way in, Adi. As we get the ultimate from Velia coming out, making his way a little faster, and therefore managing to pick up the kill as they find another stun onto Rekkles, but very weird TP by BAUS here. That's a bit deep, my friend. That was a bit too close to the sun. Icarus had to die because he flew too high. That's what happened there to BAUS, but
I think Velia might go like for an solo mission and maybe trying to disturb NBS trying to take it, but he's really, really well being peeled out by Bobista, who's just throwing him over the wall. Really nicely made from the top laner from NBS.
Yeah, for sure. Great job. And also good call to immediately go for the Baron here instead of moving towards that Atakan. Usually what we see, especially with the red Atakan, is like you want to go for Atakan and then use him potentially to also play around these objectives, but they didn't need to do so. And Atakan, in this case, will do some damage to you, for sure. So they wanted to stay safe here, as we're now possibly looking at a fight here in the Tribush, but thumbs up coming out. I think everyone agrees this is not the spot to fight in right now. Not really nice positioning, very bad vision, as Adi might look for more.
They're kind of holding each other a bit hostage in the temptation of the Atakan.
And I mean, I would love to have this Atakan here if I were any of those teams, as we see the hostile takeover coming out, just going a little bit wide, not really hitting anyone, as Bobista again trying to do so much work on the backline here, but in the end it's not enough. It's the shutdown for REKKLES. I guess you can't take the 80 carry out of him after all, because he wanted that kill so bad. And now NBS, they have to take a step back, because you still have that Baron buff, and I think it would be better to maybe play around that rather than trying to play for fights here, right?
Yeah, also they just wasted a lot of time. I mean, they had like all the cards in their hands. Oh my god, never mind. Adi just decided to make it worth.
Sure,
okay.
Of course. No,
I mean,
sure.
why not? Now we can just take Atakan, right? I mean, the debuff is really, really hard, but they're just gonna take it, and then they still have some seconds of the Baron buff probably remaining. Oh no. Oh no, this is up for disaster. Oh no.
Yeah, this is a big disaster, because this is what happens if you play for Atakan when you're not in the position to play for Atakan, because your jungler was already immensely low from the plays before, and now Los Ratones is doing a great job just capitalizing off that, right? They see NBS making a mistake, they punish them. BAUS going over the wall, immediately hitting onto Raining here on the side. That's actually huge if it would result in a kill. Crystal Arrow going just wide, and now BAUS with the Atakan buff, not really in any danger for the moment, as we get Velia's ultimate going just a little bit wide, and now again to wait for the Drake to spawn here and not use that buff.
We have 3 items for Raining coming in with the Runas. He's still gonna do so much more damage.
Very nice scale of the week right into the Magnet Storm here, as Adi is the target, but his own ultimate is going to save him, as we get the hostile takeover for a bit of a disengaged moment here, but they're looking to catch. Los Ratones want to go further forward. Raining is so low, but in the end manages to stay alive just a little bit longer, but it's not enough time to be bought, because Crowny and Nemesis, they are online on this map, and they want to play these fights like there is no tomorrow. Now Bobista, the last one standing, the last one trying to keep this turret from falling, to keep Los Ratones from scoring the ace here, as another withdraw has been already coming out. REKKLES stuck in the base for the time being, waiting until he's able to move again. Bobista trying to do so much work here. He has the all out. He is the Cassante. He is decently fed, but in the end, it is the ace for Los Ratones.
More and more into a game state where they can just burst out the carries and taking over the lead.
Now the question is, as we see another Crystal Arrow coming out here onto Velia, as NBS are looking to catch. I wanted to ask a question, but why not keep it for just a little bit longer? I'm gonna keep it inside, maybe bring it up later, as we can see Adi on the side trying to 1v1 BAUS here. I'm not sure that's your target, as Crowny picks up another kill. Now
to find like answers, for them to find the catches with the edge arrows, for them to kind of make sure how to catch Crowny. And they catch Nemesis. I mean, that's also an option. I mean, it doesn't have to be the Tristana. It could also be the Syndra, and that was a great catch.
Yeah, definitely. So the question I wanted to put out, a really good early game, even parts of the mid game, but it seems to be a bit cursed for them almost.
I think it's like a bit like 2 sides of the same coin. I mean, if you like the team that's more experienced, so you're probably more able to find the solutions and how to back your game up and how to bring yourself back into the game. With like also Los Ratones having a weaker, or like arguably a weaker early game last game, but then being able with a good rotation to be the stronger team, making it harder for NBS to find a winning condition. And the same kind of also happened in this game, but like in a different time scenario, with like NBS having a really big lead.
And now they're kind of not leading the lead anymore, as they are trying to pick up a kill onto Nemesis again. Nemesis being caught out here several times. Maybe this is actually the one you want to play around, even though gold-wise it might not be the best choice. But why step further? There was 1 kill down. Bobista has to flash, has the ultimate if he wants to use it, but there is no reason to do so, because
And really unfortunate that we had Chemtech Dragon Souls both times. But now we have the problem that we have so much early game invested into top side and into not really permanent buffs for NBS that they're just gonna get run down because they kind of lost their winning condition.
Yeah, they are definitely stuck a little bit here in this situation, as there's another very nice Scath of the Week from Nemesis, and he might be in a bad position if we look at the kills that he gifted over to the side of NBS, but his engages, his Scath of the Weeks are very, very fight deciding here for Los Ratones, as Bobista again, the last one standing, and it's another ace here for Los Ratones, who can maybe even look to end on this wave, because the death timers are already very, very high. They have the waves pushing in, and Los Ratones, they came in here to show everyone that they can be the best team in Europe for now, and they have looked so incredibly convincing. Even if they were shaky, the late game was theirs to lose. Wow.